What up, raw vegans and raw curious and even raw haters? What up to you too? This is Lisa Paris. I am the raw vegan gangster of rawbeats.com. And this is the very first episode of Pillow Talk. This is a show where I get comfy on my pillow and talk about raw stuff. So the topics will range, could get crazy. I'm hoping to have guests aboard my pillow at some point too. Not to give you any questionable thoughts, but have some raw peeps on my pillow or some non-raw peeps. We'll see what happens. But today, for the first episode of Pillow Talk, I wanted to talk about being your own detective. What's that? What is it to be your own detective, you might ask? Well, so basically, I've been doing raw foods. I've been eating predominantly a raw vegan diet for the past 2.5 years, and it's been dope for various reasons. I lost a bunch of weight. My skin cleared up. My eyes are crystal clear. I have energy that I've never known in my whole life. Sometimes I just break into a mad sprint. It's crazy. My outlook on life has changed in a very positive way. Basically, everything's been all good and really amazing, and I love it. But I know that it's not ideal for everyone, and that there's different ways to go about a raw diet. There's different things you can focus on eating, and essentially everybody's different. And that's why I say it's very important to be your own detective. You basically have to try things out and see what works for you, because you can't just go to other people to try and figure out what's going to work for you. It's great to read books, it's great to hear other people's perspectives, and it's great to try these things. But ultimately, if something's not working for you, scrap it, move on, find something that does. And just because one person thinks that a certain dietary paradigm is the way to go, you don't have to subscribe to that fully. You want to take the best things from a diet or a lifestyle or whatever, can apply to anything, and figure out what works the best for you. Pick and choose and, rock whatever makes you rock it, basically. When it comes to raw foods, you think, oh, okay, I'm going to be a raw foodist. I'm going to eat just raw foods all the time. Boom. How hard is that? But then you start reading all these books, and there's so many different paradigms and ideas from all these different people in the raw food world. Some people, like Doug Graham, talks about doing an 80-10 diet, which is 80% fruit, 10% greens, and 10% fat. So it's like a high fruit diet. And that works for some people. And some people are like, no sugar, sugar's bad. It feeds cancer and disease and yeast. Don't eat any sugar at all. But, it's hard to say what's going to work for you. And just because someone's outlined something doesn't mean that even if some parts of it work for you, it's going to entirely work for you. So you have to just try things out, read everything you can, ask people questions who know. You can always ask me. It's an evolution, and you're never going to really hit a perfect point. You're just trying to find what works best for you on the road to superior health. So that is my perspective on being a gangster and being your own detective, because it's cool to think for yourself, kids, and take everything you hear with a grain of salt. Fight the power. Don't just swallow anything that people try and tell you without trying it for yourself. So thanks for joining me and my pillow. We've had an excellent time. And don't forget to eat your beets and check out rawbeats.com. Later. What up, pillow? You can talk next time. guess I did kind of talk a lot.